I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. He had admitted to causing the death of his infant child. Brent Kanoff was sentenced to a prison term of 4 to 12 years today in Orange County Court. The 23-year-old Port Jervis man had pleaded guilty back in April to a second-degree manslaughter charge for killing his 1-year-old son Cameron. Kanoff admitted to prosecutors that he smothered the little boy with a blanket back in September of 2012. The child was later found dead in his playpen. Had he not pleaded guilty to manslaughter, Kanoff could have faced 25 years to life in prison if he had been convicted of murder. Orange County Assistant District Attorney Karen Edelman-Reyes was in Albany today. She, along with John Jones of Orange County's Stop DWI, were there to receive an award for their efforts to educate the public about the dangers of DWI and drugged driving. And Edelman-Reyes used that opportunity to promote Sierra's Law, a bill named for 3-year-old Sierra Gore, who died in a town of Deer Park car crash 4 years ago with her cocaine-impaired mother behind the wheel. Sierra's Law would enable first responders to carry drug test strips. Edelman-Reyes says the legislation's needed because drug driving is widespread.
2011, DCJS reported that there were 115,000 arrests for abuse drug possession. Not prescriptions, just abuse drugs. And during that time, there were only 2,600 arrests for driving while your ability is impaired by a drug. We are missing it. If you think those other 113,000 people who had drugs on them and were arrested don't drive, you're crazy and you're kidding yourselves. They're driving. They're driving past us as we drop off our children at school. They're driving to and from the mall when we're there too. They're everywhere.
Sierra's mother, Kim Gore, was sentenced to up to 25 years on charges of including aggravated vehicular manslaughter for the crash that killed her daughter 4 years ago in Cutterbackville. They came looking to score a deal. Hundreds of people came to the Lodge Hotel in Rock Hill today to bid on about 400 available properties during Sullivan County's annual delinquent tax auction. The number of abandoned properties the county had taken title to was about the same number that went up for bid last year, with more residential properties on the auction block this time around. And the sale can provide an accurate reflection on the state of the local economy. Sullivan County Treasurer Ira Cohen says speculation over the selection of at least one Sullivan County site for a casino later this year could play into the bidding on some of the properties during this year's auction.
Of course, in the last few weeks, there's been a lot of negativity because of all the applications in Orange County, and there's a lot of people in Sullivan County who are feeling that once again we may be left out of the mix. But we try to, I think the legislation is clear as to what the intent was and who the beneficiary of that legislation was intended to be. I don't think it was Orange County. I think it was meant for Sullivan County, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens with the Gaming Commission. But I think if people feel that casinos will be coming this, and be announced this fall, that you'll see a lot of speculation here today because of that.
Cohen says he expects the auction will generate about $2 million for the county. The sale of tax delinquent properties will continue into tomorrow. Town of Wallkill police say it happened last night in the parking lot of the mobile gas station in Fair Oaks. A man approached a 21-year-old Bullville man, assaulted him, stole his money. The victim had to undergo emergency surgery to treat a fractured leg. Police say the suspect turned out to be 21-year-old Dylan Mann of Bloomingburg, who was arrested at his Spruce Drive residence. Mann has been charged with first-degree assault and first-degree robbery. Emergency responders were called to a lake at Heroin State Park last evening to search for the body of a 20-year-old New Jersey man, the victim of an apparent drowning. State Park police say the man, whose identity was not immediately released, was swimming in Pine Meadow Lake with friends when he went under after suffering a cramp while trying to swim across the lake. In Ulster County, a Lake Katrine man has been arrested for having sexual contact with an underage victim while he took a picture of the incident. 57-year-old Bruce Snow was taken into custody following an investigation that involved Child Protective Services and the Ulster County Family and Child Advocacy Center. Police say the incident happened back in 2011. Snow's been charged with first-degree sexual abuse and promoting an obscene sexual performance by a child. And it's the latest effort to combat the heroin epidemic. Governor Andrew Cuomo announcing today that state police will add 100 investigators to its community narcotics enforcement team. The state will also be expanding access to the heroin overdose antidote naloxone. The deployment of additional troopers will nearly double the number currently serving in that unit. The state legislature is currently considering a package of bills that would toughen laws and expand treatment options for those hooked. According to state statistics, there were close to 90,000 cases of heroin and prescription opiate treatment admissions in New York last year, and that's up 40% over the past decade. There's more dreary weather in our future. Tomorrow will be cloudy with showers again likely. Temperatures will get up around 80 degrees. Pretty much the same story for Friday, with more clouds, higher levels of humidity, and the chance of thunderstorms. The highs Friday will reach the middle 80s. Hopefully, better weather for the weekend. We'll keep clicking here at Record Online for news whenever and wherever it breaks. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.